I just watched one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's in contention for Best Picture at this year's Oscars, but I bet that not a lot of people have seen it or, worse yet, heard of it. Based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel of the same name, the film is called Nickel Boys, directed by Ramel Ross, and it chronicles the friendship between two young African-American men who are navigating the harrowing trials of reform school together in Florida. Put it simply, this is a film that delivers an experience unlike anything I've ever had. It is told from a first-person point of view, but there is no narration. So it is a very jarring experience. The whole thing is you're either experiencing things from Elwood's point of view or Tanner's point of view. But because you don't have that inner dialogue, that narration, like you're reading a book, you are getting the objective world through their subjective lens. And the way I can best equate it or describe it to you, it's like you're reading someone's journal, where you're not getting the full picture of their entire day or where they were, but you're getting a feeling of a very specific moment. This film has a lot of jarring, like close-up shots to very fine details, like when Elwood's Nana is cutting cake and we see her slide the cake off of a knife. Like, we are so close in that moment to that knife and her fingers. It doesn't really have like that much to do with what's going on in that scene, but as a person who, when we gather our memories, we don't just see things objectively or scientifically. We see things in a very subjective way, and we're focusing in on these little finite details that, without having that inner dialogue to guide us through, getting the chance to observe it as an audience member is just so unique. From a technical standpoint, I'm amazed that this film is not in contention for best cinematography at the Oscars, because what they're able to achieve, having those first person point of views through different reflections or just different angles, it is so innovative, so creative, and it's not a gimmick. It is integral to the story, that subjectivity and what it's trying to say about the lack of Black voices and Black points of view throughout history, being able to now give us those points of view from this Black filmmaker and this story featuring African-American history is just such an incredible way to bring together the technical and the art. I'm sympathetic to the fact that this film could be a hard watch for a number of reasons, one of which being the subject matter. It is an inherently violent film, even though there's no gratuitous violence. There's also the fact that it doesn't feel very linear in its storytelling, and sometimes there's montage that's integrating movies of the time or news stories of the time. I think that everything just comes together so